How's it going, people? Simon Slabber here, and this is the Rag and Bone Man quest guide. Game on! So, quest requirements? None. Skill requirements? None, although you do have to be able to kill a level 52. Item-wise, you need 8 empty pots, 8 logs of any kind, 1 rope, you need a light source of some kind, you'll either want a spiny helm or a slayer helm, and you'll also want a tinderbox. It does work in your tool belt though. And to start the quest, come to the limestone mines just east of Varrock and west of Patadermis. And once you're here, go ahead and talk to this old fella. So go ahead and have a little conversation with him. You can skip through it. And he'll ask us to collect some bones. Say if there's anything you can do to help. And yes. At this point, he'll then tell you to go ahead and collect a bunch of different bones. These are different from regular bones, and you wouldn't be able to see them unless you've already started this quest. So, it's time to go kill them. But before we leave, talk to the old man once again. And this time he'll tell you a little bit extra. All the items you need and things like that. You can go ahead and skip through it, because we're going to be covering this in just a second. So, once you've talked to him twice and accepted the quest, go ahead and home teleport. First off, we're heading to Catherby. So, once you're arrived in Catherby, you want to head just slightly west of the Catherby farm, and you should spot 1 or 2 unicorns. As soon as you do, go ahead and kill them. You need to kill one of them, and upon his death, go ahead and pick up the unicorn bone. So there we go, that's one down. Next, you want to home teleport, this time head to Varrock. So as soon as you arrive, head towards your east. And just to the south of you, you'll notice there's 2 little small farm plots. You want to head in there, and you want to kill a giant rat. And you want to pick up his bone. And additionally, you should find some rams right next to you as well. Go ahead and kill one of them. So once you've killed those, go ahead and pick up the giant rat bone, and then pick up the ram's skull. So once you've got those, keep on heading towards your east slightly, and eventually you should come across a bear. So as soon as you see him, go ahead and kill the bear. And this time you want to pick up the bear ribs. So at this point you should now have the unicorn, the giant rat, the ram, and the bear. So next up you want to home teleport once again. And this time we're going to head to Karamja. And we're going to kill a monkey. So keep running up towards, actually over towards Karamja. You should be able to see a monkey somewhere around the home portal. If not, then head over towards the volcano and you'll find some monkeys over there. Go ahead and kill them and pick up the monkey paw. If for whatever reason you can't kill them, it may be that you require a quest for it. Easy way to kill them is get a ranged weapon of some kind. You should be able to kill them that way. Either way, next up you want to home teleport once again. And this time we're heading over to Yanil. Once you're here, you want to head around the north side of Yanil into Yanil Dungeon. If you have the agility level, you can use the shortcut on the north side of the wall. If not, you'll have to run all the way around. So go ahead and cut the webs, and then head on down, and go ahead and kill any of these giant rats. Giant bats even. And as soon as you do, pick up a giant bat wing. So you should have 6 bones at this point. Go ahead and home teleport, and this time head over to Port Sarim. And straight away, just to your west, you'll find a bunch of goblins. Go ahead and kill any one of these. And go ahead and pick up the goblin skull. And last but not least, you want to teleport to Lumbridge. At this point, if you've never been into the Lumbridge Swamps dungeon before, you will be needing the rope. You'll also want a light source, and you do need a spine helm or a slayer helm to protect you from the wall monsters. Either way, once you've teleported here, head down towards your south and run through this little section here, the Battle of Lumbridge. And just to the south of it, you'll find a tree you can enter. So once you're here, go ahead and enter the dungeon. So once you finally arrived, you want to head first of all off to your west, and then down towards your south. Then you want to head east, and we're heading down towards the far southeast corner of this dungeon. So once you're here, you'll find you're at this point right by here. There's a stepping stone you can cross. Go ahead and jump over. And we now need to kill a big frog. These giant frogs here will not work. It has to be a big frog. But you should be able to find a big frog in this little section right by here. There should be one wandering around. Right by there. So as soon as you see the big frog, go ahead and kill it. And we pick up the last bone, which is the big frog leg. So at this point, you should now have 8 different bones. And if you do, good times. If not, you'll have to kill whatever you missed. Either way, head over to Draenor Village once you've got them all. So at this point you might want to bank, as we do need a little bit of room in our inventory. You no longer need the rope or the light source, and if like me you took magic, you no longer need runes on you, so all of those can be banked. And I would recommend doing it now. So go ahead and put the rope, your light source, away. And you should now have 3 or 4 inventory spaces free, good times. And you want to talk to Fortunato. He's on the east side of the Draenor Market. You need to talk to him as he doesn't actually sell vinegar unless you talk to him while this quest is open. So go ahead and talk with him. And talk about the Rag and Bone Man. You'll ask him for vinegar and he'll agree to sell it to you. So go ahead and buy a bunch of vinegar. Use those vinegars on your empty pots. This will turn your empty pots into pots of vinegar. Do this for every single one of them. Easy way to do it is simply use them. That'll make your pots of vinegar. Then trade Fortunato once again. Sell items and sell all the empty jugs back to him. And then buy more jugs of vinegar. Saves a little bit of time. But keep doing this until eventually you have 8 pots of vinegar. Once you do, go ahead and drop all of the jugs. You don't need the jugs anymore. You should now have 8 logs of any kind. You should also have all 8 bones, and you should also have 8 pots of vinegar. With those in your inventory, go ahead and teleport to Varrock. Alternatively, you could teleport to Canifis, as we're going to talk to the old man once again. So head up to the limestone mine just east of Varrock and west of Paladermis. So, finally, once you're nearly up here, head into the limestone mine and go ahead and talk to the old man once again. This time he'll tell you what to do with the bones, and he'll tell you which ones he still needs. You can go ahead and skip through this. It's quite literally just to activate the next chunk of the quest. So just talk to him and skip through all of his chat. Alright, at this point, we now need to place all of our bones inside our pots of vinegar. So go ahead and put all your bones in vinegar. Make sure you don't empty a pot of bones, as if you do that you'll have to go and buy more vinegar as well as killing another monster to get another bone. So at this point you should now have 8 pots of bones and your 8 logs with you. Right next to this old man here you'll see this little pot boiler. Go ahead and click on it to add logs, click on it again to add a pot, and click on it once again to light it. It takes a few seconds for this to actually work, but as soon as it's done, take out the bone and you'll now have a clean bone. You need to do this for every single one of your pots of bones. So just rinse and repeat 7 more times. It does take a bit of time. So, finally, once you manage to get to the last one, all that's needed now, once you have all 8 clean bones, is to talk to the odd old man and hand them over. And that is it. That is quest complete. Nice and simple. So, as soon as you've got them all, go ahead and talk to the old fella. Hand over all the goods. And for completing the quest, you get 2 quest points, 500 cooking XP, 500 prayer XP, and 2 spins on the Wheel of Fortune. Additionally, completing this quest also gives you access to Fear and Seek, which is another quest you can talk to the odd old man to start. On top of that, the odd old man also has a wish list. You can see what's on his wish list by clicking the bits of paper pasted on his wall, right by here. This is another bunch of bone orders, which you can do, and it is actually required for the comp cape if I remember rightly, but that is another video for another time. So, I will catch you all later. Have a good one.